Man, we're back in the building, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We jamming, man. Elite on the ones and twos, man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
That was a classic one right
Oh,
there.
yeah, no doubt, man. We're in the building, man. DJ Elite on the ones and twos. And also in the building, we are Anthony Clemons, the owner of Bell Peppers, man. Hey, let me go to the screen first and let's bring us on first. So we can give you the proper introduction, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Anthony Clemons in the building. Let's give him a round of applause, guys. These people ain't gonna stop. Let's go.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Woo! Let me just say this, man. It's an honor to have you on. Real talk, man. And I've been following you now, I think, for like maybe 2.5, 3 years. And I've seen you, open the store and progress to where you are. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag because we're gonna talk about the progression of Bell Peppers, man. But I just want to say to you, as a young brother, man, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm proud of the grind that you're putting forth, man.
Appreciate
so, man, I think that's big. I think you are inspiration to many. And I just realized that he is a chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So anyway, man, Anthony, man, just tell the people a little bit about yourself, a little bit about Anthony.
Well, to be honest, I've always been the type of person, coming up, always been into fitness, didn't really do much cooking on a shelf level, all my life. It pretty much just came to me when I started having health problems.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah. So that pretty much struck up the inner cook,
The cook inside you.
Exactly.
Ladies,
exactly,
the cook.
exactly.
Men got cooks inside of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I was always, like I said, into fitness or whatever. But like I said, the cooking came in where back in 2014, I found myself with a few problems, health problems.
Right.
But I didn't really know what the cause of it was. And at that time, I was just pretty much eating all the wrong foods, man. Just living life on the wild side as far as just food,
Yeah, just young and reckless.
And I learned that, food is like medicine. You know what I mean? Medicine don't just come in the form of pills and shots and things like that.
Absolutely.
Food is medicine, man. It really is. And it can really take you down through there if you don't eat the right stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that. But I realized it firsthand. I had a really straightforward doctor, and he pretty much told me, hey, if you continue to eat the way you are, you're gonna die.
Right.
Because I wasn't listening.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
okay.
Just those little problems, man, pretty much led me to the point to where I felt like, okay, I need to do something.
Okay.
So I went out of town on a trip. I had this trip planned for a few years. I planned the trip in 2018. And I started dieting the first of the year because when I went out of town, I wanted to look good. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And it wasn't just to look good on the trip. It was, I knew I needed to, diet and eat right anyway.
Okay.
But I just found that as an excuse to just go ahead and just, okay, let's continue to eat this way so we can go out here and look a certain way.
Right.
Man,
absolutely.
So let's be honest now. Looking good on the trip is not a bad incentive, though.
It's not.
Like
I don't believe
yeah. It's not a bad. Go ahead, but I'm sorry.
So I started my diet January the 1st, like we all do, right?
Yeah.
January 1st.
We all do.
January 1st, that New Year's resolution, it doesn't last but 2 weeks.
That's it.
But we get started, right?
Well, y'all wrong.
Right.
But I was pretty strict though. So I started me a diet January 1st. I had no business plans at all, So no business plans. Just I gotta eat right. So I started my diet January 1st. June is when I went out of town. I have not had alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
Probably a piece of bread or anything of that nature. Like my diet was strict. You know,
Okay.
everything was pretty much whole food. You know what I mean? And everything had one ingredient. I was just eating very, very healthy.
Okay.
So once I got out of town, here come pancakes and the waffles
Absolutely.
and the pizza.
French toast, man.
That's
you
chicken
know,
on
wings.
vacation.
Yeah.
Hey,
On
man.
vacation, you was wilding.
And then you got people telling you, enjoy yourself. You only live once.
Oh yeah, oh boy, that's hey, when you got that kind of fuel, man, you living it up. You living it up
That's
at this
right.
point.
That's right. So I indulged. And when I tell you, that's the sickest I've ever been, you know.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I knew, okay, man, when I get back, I got to do something. Like I can't, So I had these ideas, of some food that I wanted to prepare that was, on the healthy side. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I started preparing these foods, man. To make a long story short, some of the items were really good, some of them wasn't.
Right,
So I
right.
pretty much dwelled on what was good.
Okay.
And I posted it to this Facebook page, and it was a group, but they said no advertising because people was asking me for recipes, and I was like, man, I really don't want to give them a recipe, because I think I want to turn this into something.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I didn't know what I wanted to do.
No. So hold on now. So you didn't have bell peppers at the time.
No.
Go ahead, brother.
So
Keep the ballistics.
I posted this food onto this page, and it went viral, man. It had like 400 likes in 10 minutes. So people was asking, what's the recipe? It was a pizza, actually.
What?
People was asking, what's the recipe? What's the recipe? And I didn't want to tell them because I said,
now, hold on now. Let me ask you a question. So did you have any prior knowledge of how to make a pizza prior? Did you go?
Well, we all know to put sauce on it, cheese and toppings.
Yeah.
But this crust was low in carbohydrates.
Okay, go ahead.
And at that time, I had already got diagnosed with diabetes. So
Okay.
I had to, do something a little bit different.
Okay.
But the pizza looked good. I don't think they really cared about the
taste.
I think they were just mostly looking at where it looked.
It's very presentable.
Exactly.
And it
actually
looks really good.
A fun fact, that same pizza is in my restaurant on the wall.
Oh, that's the pizza part of the logo?
No, not part of the logo. Like I got a menu on the wall, and it has a lot of food items on it.
Yeah.
So that particular pizza I call now a Red Thunder, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually on the wall for display. Like, you look at a food menu, and you
Okay.
can order that. You look at a food item, and you can order that item off the wall.
Okay.
So it's up on the wall, but people don't know that that's the very first pizza that I made.
Wow.
Way before the business got started.
Wow.
Okay.
So they deleted the post, and then I came back to my personal page, and that's when I finally introduced everybody to the idea of bell peppers, because they deleted my post, and I said, forget it, I'm just gonna post it on my page, and I did, and I said I'm gonna open a restaurant. I didn't have the money to do it.
Wow.
I didn't know how I was gonna do it,
but God,
I didn't know where it was gonna be.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I try to tell people, man, you can make something happen. When you really don't think you can, you can.
Yeah.
It's always a way. We probably can't see it.
Yeah.
But it's a way.
But it was but you didn't see it, but you had faith in your words. You just had faith in your words. And it manifests through God blessing, I'm sure. But it's like, I mean, I'm gonna open a restaurant. And bam.
So like I said, man, I didn't even have the money to pull off a brick and mortar. I didn't. And I had a lot of people saying, why don't you get a food truck? Why don't you get a food truck? And I was just like, man, I don't really know anything about a food truck. I wouldn't know where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know how to find places to go.
Yeah.
Like I really, and at the time, now I know a lot of people with food trucks now.
Yeah.
That I could maybe use as a resource.
Yeah.
To pretty much tell me how to do this and how to do that. But see, at the time, I didn't know anyone.
It wasn't for you though, to be honest. Because if it was, it could be now, but it wasn't for you then. You see what I'm saying? Because you went straight. I mean, I'm just saying, who am I to talk? Other than the fact that what you're saying to me and what you're saying to us is that it was almost like your mind was on a restaurant.
It was.
And God made that happen or through your work and hard work, it manifested itself.
Yeah.
A food truck wasn't a plan for you.
Maybe not.
It doesn't seem like it was through conversation. You're like, I'm opening a restaurant. Right. You ain't say I'm opening a food truck.
I figured a restaurant would be easier, not financially though.
Yeah.
But I figured it would be easier in aspects of just where you're gonna be. I just thought a food truck was complicated. You know what I mean? But like I said, I didn't know how I was gonna do it financially. You know, I didn't even know anyone that owned a restaurant.
Right, right.
So it was like, you know, where do I start? You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I pretty much just jumped out there. And then another thing that pretty much hurt me was the people telling me don't do what I was planning on doing
Oh
with the
my
healthier
God.
food. You know,
Man, I'm glad you mentioned that. Go ahead, bro.
people was telling me, who gonna buy that? You know, nobody's gonna buy this. You know, you just don't know how many times I heard that, man. So, you know, but at that moment, I just really believed in what I was doing because I just figured it was somebody else out there like me that wanted a different option.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
we all know where to go to get unhealthy food, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we need unhealthy food in moderation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to be the person that was different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So to sum it up, you know, getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and then getting extremely sick, that all of that led me to where I am
today.
If I never would have contacted the illness, then I probably never would have opened the business.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can see how they go
getting
hand in
some
hand.
good out of a bad situation.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
Yes.
and I just use that sometimes to, you know, like, I mean, I really believe that though.
You know? I mean, and actually, I don't know about you, Elite, but it definitely sounds like, I mean, like your motivation for bell peppers was the fact that, hey man, I got sick, and guess what? I want to eat better foods.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to eat better food. I want people to not to go through what I'm going through.
Exactly.
Yeah. At least put it out there for everyone that, you know, just like what you spoke on, Anthony, that you do have an option for good food as well.
You got an option.
Yeah, just like you said, we know where to get the so-called bad stuff, but this is the option. This is an option for good stuff as well. Yeah.
But in making healthy food, it comes with a drawback. You know, the drawback is that when people know your food is of a healthier choice or option, they tend to, they think that it's not gonna taste as it should if it were like, let's just say, a regular pizza or a regular sandwich. But I'm constantly blowing people's minds, man. All the time, you know.
Yeah.
So that's just a drawback with healthier food. People are going to be afraid of it,
right?
Because people want to eat good at the same time,
right?
You know?
Right.
And that's pretty much what I'm about, man. You know.
And it's so interesting, you know, that you say that, because I know, you know, with the way that your menu is set up, I know once people take a look at everything, you know, in their mind, it's like, okay, but then it's just like you said, you know, it's just the wondering aspect of it. And then when they taste it,
that's right,
it's like, okay, you know, this
that's right.
We own something right
That's
here.
right.
I'll be back.
Right.
Let me go tell somebody.
That's right. I hear it all the time.
This cat out here in Hewitttown doing it.
You
know what I'm saying, man? So,
I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
People are just in awe when they, you know, taste this pizza, because they already got a picture painted, or they already got a certain taste that they think it's gonna be like.
Right.
But it's not like that.
Right.
It's totally different.
Totally different.
Man, guys, man, we're in the building, man. We're talking to Anthony Clemons, man, owner of Bell Peppers Restaurant here in Town, Alabama, actually, in a subsection of Birmingham, Alabama. That is for the people who don't live in Alabama, you know, and the people that listening on the radio, on different other platforms that we're on. But we're on Real Talk with Mike Steele live right now, man. Drop some comments, show some love, try to understand what we're talking about. And if you're in the Birmingham area, come on out to Town, and we're gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Well, I don't know if we're gonna let the secret out of the bag now, but hey, man, we with Anthony right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what we're gonna do too, Anthony, like we always, again, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Right.
Come back. More of Anthony's story, more of Bell Peppers. Y'all, hey, share this with a friend. Make sure you share this with your friends. Tell your sister, your auntie, your grandma that Real Talk is home, man.
And make sure that you come back, because you gotta hear the rest of Anthony's story. You got to hear, you know, what the next level that he's on right now. So, hey, we're looking forward to sharing that with you. So please don't forget to tune back in with us in about 4.5, 5 minutes. We got you.